Even students in the midst of college application season have difficulties understanding the various admissions deadlines. The process is arguably confusing enough, and then you have all of these varying deadlines. This school's different from that school. There's pros and cons. It's hard to keep up. Some schools offer early admissions options, some don't. Some schools offer rolling admissions, some don't. Keep listening so you can better understand what options might be available at the colleges on your list and be strategic in your admissions plan. Hey there, my name is Carly, and this channel is for college-bound high school students looking for support and advice around all things college admissions. If that sounds like you, hit that subscribe button and let's get started. First up, early admission. Early admission is an umbrella term for types of early deadlines. I'm including it here in case you see it online, read it on a college's website, and get it confused with the next two terms. A benefit to applying early is that you'll hear back much sooner than if you were to apply in the regular decision pool. You can also be deferred from early admission to the regular decision pool. Benefits to applying early include reduced stress, more time for decisions if you're applying early action, and higher acceptance rates. Yep, acceptance rates trend higher for early action and early decision applicant pools. Applying early is a win-win for students and colleges because the college gets to fill their class faster. Early action, or EA, is a type of early admission that some colleges offer. Early action is non-binding, meaning if you get accepted, you can make your final decision with all of your acceptances in mind. In most cases, early action is non-restrictive, meaning you can apply to multiple colleges early action. You can even apply regular decision even if you've already been admitted to a college or multiple colleges early action. However, there are restrictive early action policies, sometimes known as single choice policies, at some colleges. These restrictive early action policies mean that if you apply early action to their school, you can't apply early action anywhere else. In most cases, you don't need to respond to your early action acceptance until National Decision Day on May 1st. This one is pretty black and white. Early decision is binding. This means that if you are accepted, you must attend. And while there are some exceptions to withdraw after being accepted to your early decision pick, it's really important that it's the school you want to attend, you can afford the school, because there can be consequences. One exception could be when the financial aid package is significantly lower than what was previously calculated and the family truly cannot afford to attend. Now, this does not mean just, I thought it was going to be higher, but it's not, guess I can't go. That work needs to be put in ahead of time to ensure that you can afford before applying early decision. Another example could be if a family emergency has happened, maybe there's an accident in the family or a death in the family that has caused your situation to change. The reason for withdrawal from the agreement must be legitimate. Students are encouraged to work with the financial aid department before applying early decision to ensure that affordability is not an issue. While the early decision contract is not legally binding, it is something to be taken very seriously. If withdrawing for an unjustified reason, the college that you're withdrawing from could tell other colleges that you've applied to, and since all colleges take this process very seriously, it could affect your application status, and they could withdraw your application from the pool. Because of the binding nature of this contract, students can only apply early decision to one school. Regular decision is exactly what it sounds like. The regular decision deadline is typically in January or February, and students can expect to hear back in March or April. You still usually need to make a decision by National Decision Day on May 1st. Some students in the regular decision pool may have been deferred from an early applicant pool. This means you applied early, but you weren't strong enough to be admitted against the applicants in that pool, but they want to take another look at your application. With a deferral, you weren't accepted, you weren't denied, but admissions officers are going to take another look at your application, and from this point in the process, you can be accepted, denied, or waitlisted. Lastly, there's rolling admissions. When a school operates on a rolling admissions timeline, it means that they will read your application within a few weeks of receiving it, and you can expect to hear back within a few weeks of them making a decision. You can apply in August, for example, and hear back in September. You can apply in September and hear back in October, November, etc. There's no waiting for any specified timeline. If you take anything away from this, please ensure that you are doing your research and making a plan. Strategy can really help you make the most of your applications and ensure the best possible outcomes. After you've submitted your applications, you're going to need to know what are the possible decisions that you could be receiving from colleges. Click the video on your screen to learn about all the different things you could be hearing from colleges, and I'll see you over there.